Hey, what's up guys? This video is going to show you how to solve a system of linear equations by using the substitution method. There are three different methods, but for this video I'm going to show you guys substitution. So I do follow three steps to solve a system of linear equations by substitution. Step number one, you always want to have one of the variables by itself in the system. So here you notice the system, the top equation is x equals 2y minus 3. So that variable is by itself. And that's what you want. Every time you guys want the substitution method, you want one of the variables. Doesn't matter which one, the x or the y. Just make sure that it has a coefficient of 1. And if you do not have a variable by itself, well, you guys can manipulate the numbers, move the numbers or the terms to the other side of the equation to get the x or maybe the y by itself. But here, I'm going to use this this equation that has x by itself. So step one, I want that equation with the variable by itself. So I'm going to write it down, x equals 2y minus 3. So now that I have that variable, x by itself, all of this expression here is equal to that variable, is equal x. So this expression, 2y minus 3, is equal to x. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the second equation, the other equation, the one we haven't used, and I'm going to substitute the value of x into the equation. So let me write down the equation here, and I'm going to take the expression 2y minus 3 into the x right there. I'm going to substitute. So I'm going to bring down the 2. I'm going to use parentheses because I'm going to get ready to substitute. And I'm going to substitute the 2y minus 3, that is the value of x. And then you guys bring down the minus 3y equals negative 5. You guys need to solve for the variable. And notice that the variable that we have in this equation here is the y. So we want to solve for that y value. So I'm going to distribute the 2 outside the parentheses to the inside of the parentheses. So 2 times 2 is 4 with the y. 2 times negative 3, that's negative 6. You guys bring down the minus 3y, and we have the negative 5 on the other side. You guys are going to combine like terms. 4y minus 3y, that's 1y, or just y. We don't need that invisible 1. Minus 6 equals negative 5, and add 6 to both sides. So the y value is positive 1. Negative 5 plus 6 is 1. So the third step is, now that we have that value of the y, and it doesn't matter what variable you have first for the value, it can be x or y, but right now we have the y. I'm going to take this value 1 and I'm going to substitute into one equation or regional equations in the system to find the x value. So you can choose the top or the bottom equation. I'm going to use the top equation. So we write that down just like it is. You don't change anything. And you guys substitute the value of the y into the y. You guys substitute. That's what's called the substitution method. You do a lot of substitution. So you guys bring down the x equals the 2 times the 1, which is the y, minus 3, and you guys solve for x. So you simplify. 2 times 1 is 2, minus 3, and that's going to equal negative 1. So we got the x, and we have the y value. So for the solution, remember that a system of linear equations, you guys have the solution inside the parentheses, and you always write the x value first. So the negative 1 here, and the y value will be positive 1. It's always alphabetical order. When you guys have an order pair, x is always first, and then the y. So my solution for the system is negative 1 comma positive 1. What it means is, if you guys graph, that's another way to solve a system of equations, by graphing. If you guys graph the two equations here, you can use the slope and the y-intercept. You guys use the rise over run. You graph the two lines. The two lines will intersect at this point. They're going to cross at negative 1, 1. One step to the left and one up. If you like my videos, you guys can click that like button. You can also subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications so you guys know when I make a new video. Make sure you guys practice, and I'll see you guys later.